do the media want me to commit suicide? Do they want me gone? Do they want me finished? Because they're not learning from what I'm telling them, what they put me through daily, constant, and no one deserves that. I am not a bad person in any shape or form. If you want to see the real truth about everything and really what goes on in my life, you need to head over to my channel at Katie Price YouTube.
Right guys, we are back. The Katie Price Show will be here every Thursday with me and
myself. Well, it is called the Katie Price Show after all.
Don't forget, this time round you can watch the full episode over on Kate's YouTube,
which is at Katie Price YouTube. I'm so excited I've started that again.
I know, I can't wait, and I'm so pleased the podcast is back. Honestly, we've had so many DMs about it. So every Thursday, listen, tune in.
Or watch.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So, oh Captain, don't start before I've even started, please. The dogs and the cats always decide to have a little argument when I'm doing something. Quiet! So let's talk about This Is Me, my new book. There's been so much speculation around my book, what's in the book, and I'm so proud and thank everybody that I haven't done a book for 6 years. This is my latest book out. It's only been out a couple of months, and it made it #1. So happy, in the best times list. In fact, it's been in there 5 weeks now. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be still in there longer. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're being too noisy. No, go and play with your ball. And this has been the hardest book that I've ever done. Do you know, I can never concentrate with these books. This is why I'm doing reality, you know, guys, because they say don't work with kids and animals. This is what happens. I mean, look at him with his ball. Now they're being quiet because I'm not talking. You watch as soon as I start talking again. So, yeah, there's been lots of speculation about this book, what's in it. So I haven't done a book for 6 years. So in them 6 years have been, I would say, the most toughest 6 years of my life. To the point, oh yeah, I was saying about my book being #1 in the Times list. How does this ever happen? That my book was #1, and obviously you don't stay at #1 forever. You have to come back down the charts again till you're knocked off completely out the charts. But for some reason, 5 weeks on, my book has gone back up to #3. I don't understand it. It can only happen to me. Things are always weird how things happen to me. But seriously, this book was the hardest book I've ever had to do, and I had to do an audio version of this book, which I've never done audio before. And audio obviously is me reading my book. I hated doing every bit of this book, hated it, because I had to go through and talk about things that I've had therapy through, trigger points, all of that. So I find it really difficult. And it's that bad that this is the first book that I've done that actually has a trigger warning. And this is what the trigger warning says. This book may contain material that could trigger emotional distress or discomfort for some readers, including drug use, suicide, sexual assault, body dysmorphia, and surgery. But obviously there's a lot more than that in the book. But it really has been a tough book. Anyone out there who's suffered mental health, breakdowns, bankruptcies, domestic abuse, this would be the book to read, because although it's not a mental health book, it shows my journey of how I got into such a bad place with depression to the point I didn't even want to get out of bed, didn't communicate with anyone, and just basically got myself in this big black hole which I thought I could never get out of. And clearly I did, because I'm sitting here now smiling, positive, and I look back at that person I was, and I would never wish it on my worst enemy to go through what I've been through. As well as all of my misfortunes that happened and the events that led me up to that situation, what didn't help is, normally for normal people who haven't got a job like me, it's within the family and friends. But mine was out in the media, dictated by what the media wrote. So although I was suffering, the media, oh my God, they have just been relentless with me. Like bullies, they make false allegations about me, discrimination, defamation of my character. Like they just feel they can write any story they like. And that didn't help. That made a massive impact on my mental health too. So in this book, I did write a letter to the press. And the reason I'd done that, because a lot of you guys out there do read and believe everything you read. And the media has a massive impact on me, my family, and my work, and obviously me, my mental well-being. And the press know I've written this letter, and you would think they would be a lot kinder to me. You would think they would just calm down and at least write the truth. But has it stopped? No. In fact, I wouldn't say it's got worse, or actually has it? Now it's Tony. What do you want? What do you want? What? What? So, we are in an era of be kind. For example, Caroline Flack. Like, even if it's not Caroline Flack, trolls and things like that, so many people commit suicide now because of false things said about them, pressures of stuff. But the media should show an example of what they've done to other people. And I swear, and I say, is it that, do the media want me to commit suicide? Do they want me gone? Do they want me finished? Because they're not learning from what I'm telling them, what they put me through daily, constant, and no one deserves that. I am not a bad person in any shape or form. You know, they go on about my bankruptcy. They don't even know what goes on. They don't even know the situation to how that happened. You know, so many people every day go through bankruptcies. But mine seems to drag on, and all I hear is bankruptcy, Kate, bankruptcy, this. And then they talk about my house, the mucky mansion, saying bankruptcy got me evicted. Bankruptcy did not get me evicted from my house, but I will do another chapter and a story about my house and what happened with that and the whole thing about that house. By the way, I'm so glad I'm not in that house. But people read it and believe it. And it does affect my work because, you know, you get sponsors out there, you get people who want to book me for work, and then they're like, oh, I'm not going to touch her because of all this media stuff. So having platforms like this, I can let you guys and everyone know the truth of really what happens, not media-based. They do have a lot to answer for. And the media know, because I've put it in my book, I did try and hang myself. Well, I did hang myself, and I survived it. That's how bad I got. But yet the press continuously still try and put me down, knowing I've worked so hard on therapy, dealing with my traumas, dealing with my real life offence, dealing with my triggers. And it's all in the book. It is quite a hard read. If I could do my life all over again, I would not have been with all the men that I'd been with. I wouldn't have been with the managers I'd been with. Other than that, yeah, I would do it a million times over again. If you want to watch more videos like this, go there. And if you want to like and subscribe, you go there. Thanks for watching.